Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next Eureka lesson. This is Module 1, Lesson 10. In order to be successful on today's lesson, you need to have the same materials that you had for Lesson 9. So please make sure that you are sitting with your team. Please make sure that you have your headphones. And the materials that we'll be using today are our math notebook to show our work in the standard algorithm, as well as our lesson 7 template. Now you can find that template inside your Eureka Learn book, but you can also find it if I handed out a template for you to use, since we've probably filled it up by now. Here is our learning target. I can subtract decimals using place value strategies and show my work with the standard algorithm. So this is very similar to what we did yesterday, except we're subtracting. We're going to be using the same materials. So we will have a place value chart, and we will also have a notebook to show our work with the standard algorithm. Let's get started. Problem 1. 7 ones and 5 thousandths minus 2 ones and 3 thousandths. So today, what I'm going to do to show my work is I am going to show my numbers in the place value chart, and I'm also going to write them in the standard algorithm. So 7 ones, 1, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ones and 5 thousandths, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's write that in our standard algorithm. 7 ones and 5 thousandths, and we're subtracting. Minus 2 ones and 3 thousandths. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The difference today is that we're actually not going to be writing our second number, this number, in our place value chart. Instead, we're going to be crossing out those values. So I'm subtracting 3 thousandths. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I can see that I have 2 remaining. So I'll put my 2 right here. Here, I am not taking anything away, so these zeros will remain zeros. And I'm subtracting 2 ones. So I'll go 1, 2. I can see that I have 5 remaining. And that's that. 5 minus 3 is 2, and 7 minus 2 is 5. So we started with one that was pretty simple, but that was just to show the process. We're going to move on to one that's a little bit more challenging. Please make sure that you're following along, and let's take a look at question 2. Okay, question 2 says 83 tenths minus 6 and 4 tenths. Okay, so I remember from all of the work that we've done that 83 tenths is written this way, 8 and 3 tenths. And I don't want to write 83 tenths here, so I would bundle 80 of them and move them into 8 ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones and 3 tenths. 1, 2, 3. And I'm subtracting 6 and 4 tenths. Now, this work is exactly the same as the work that we've done in 3rd and 4th grade when it comes to subtracting and decomposing. So let's take a look at what that looks like with decimals. This is telling me that I need to subtract 4 tenths, but I have a problem. I actually can't subtract 4 tenths because there aren't enough there. I can't take 4 away from 3. So here's what I'm going to do. I know that each of these ones is worth 10 tenths. So I'm going to borrow one of these ones. I'm going to decompose it. And when I say decompose, I mean break down. And I'm going to turn this 1 into 10 tenths. So it's going to go this way. And I'm going to draw 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 13 tenths. So that's where this 1 comes from. My 3 will become 13 tenths. But I no longer have 8 ones. I only have 7. So I'm going to cross these out and put 7. So now I have 13. Now I'm able to take out 4. I'm able to subtract 4 of them. So I will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it doesn't matter which 4 you take away. This just helps me visualize. So I can see that I have 9 left. Now, I have 7 ones. 7 ones, it's telling me that I need to take away, that I need to subtract 6. So I'm going to cross out 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can see that I have 1 left. And I know that 7 minus 6 equals 1. And so I have shown that 83 tenths minus 6 and 4 tenths equals 1 and 9 tenths. I've shown that with my place value chart, but I've also shown it with the standard algorithm. We're going to keep on doing slightly more challenging problems. What you're going to do now is you are actually going to try and solve this problem with your team. Okay, step 1. Let's use our numbers to put them in the place value chart. 9 and 2 tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. And I'm going to write my number down. 9 and 2 tenths. And I know that I'm subtracting 6 ones and 4 tenths. Now I have the same problem as before. I need to decompose one of these ones to give me tenths, because right now I cannot subtract 4 tenths from 2 tenths, so I need to decompose. I'm going to take my 1 and I'm going to decompose it, and it's going to become what? 10 tenths. Now I do have enough. Instead of 2 tenths, I have 12 tenths. So that's where this 2 becomes a 12. But that wasn't free. I had to decompose one of my ones. So now I don't have 9 ones. Now I have 8. Now I can subtract 12 minus 4. Well, I know that 12 minus 4 is 8. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. My decimal point stays there. I have 8 left, and I'm subtracting 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can see that I have 2 left. And I know that 8 minus 6 is 2. So my answer is 2 and 8 tenths. Hopefully you got that with your team. Let's try it one more. That's going to be even more challenging, but I know that you guys can do it. Okay, next question. 4 and 83 thousandths minus 1 and 29 hundredths. Go ahead and set up your standard algorithm. Use your place value chart and see if you can solve this problem with your team. Let's take a look at how we did that. 4 and 83 thousandths minus 1 and 29 hundredths. Now, just to help this visually line up, I'm going to go ahead and add a 0 there and turn this into 290 thousandths. That's okay, and this helps me subtract better. Now, let's use our place value chart to put 4 and 83 thousandths in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 tenths, 8 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 3 thousandths. 1, 2, 3. Let's start subtracting. I need to take away 0 thousandths. So I know that my answer is 3. Okay. I need to take away 9 hundredths. I can't take away 9 hundredths. Why can't I take away 9 hundredths? I can't take away 9 hundredths because I don't have enough. I only have 8. So here's what we are going to do. Let's decompose one of our tenths and give it to the hundredths. But I see another problem. I actually don't have any tenths. So now we need to decompose a 1 and lend it to the tenths. So our number is not changing, but the way that it looks is kind of changing. So I'm going to borrow 1 1, and I'm going to turn it into 10 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I needed to borrow that. So now I have 3. So far, so good. My 0 tenths become 10 tenths. Now I can do what I needed to do. I have 10 tenths here. Now I can decompose one of them and turn it into 10 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I don't have 10 tenths anymore. I only have 9 because one of those tenths became 10 hundredths. So now I have 18 hundredths. Now I can subtract 18 minus 9. Let's start to subtract from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have one of these red ones left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I already knew that 18 minus 9 is 9. Sorry, I'm changing colors a lot. I'm going to go back and I'm going to put my 9 there. Now I have 9 tenths here and I need to subtract 2. So I'll just go in and I'll go 1, 2. And I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remaining. 9 minus 2 is 7. Last one, I have 3 ones left, and I need to subtract 1. So I'll take away 1, and I can see that I have 2 left, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So my answer here is 2 and 793 thousandths. Please work on the exit ticket independently. Here is what your exit ticket looks like. Go ahead, put your name on it, tear it out of your book, and work on it. Remember, as always, that if you need extra support, go ahead and put a star at the top, or you can put a star like this. I will make sure that I help you as soon as I possibly can. Please work on question 1 and question 2. You do not need to use a place value chart, but you may if it helps you. Good luck, and thanks for tuning in.